All right, everyone. Andrew here with Astro Trends, bringing you an AMC update. It's been a couple of days since we've had one, but there hasn't been a whole lot to report on because we haven't diverged from what we've been covering or what our outlook has been for the past 2 weeks or so. You can see we have this June 24th target for some good upward price movement still in place. Supports down here are holding. We've had some bounces, some moves to the downside, but support is held pretty well. I've adjusted some trend lines. We did poke below a previous trend line we had in place twice here, but bounced right back up both times. And I've just put this triangle, slightly ascending triangle formation that's been developing since our last high. And triangles have a price target of the height from where they first form. Oh, looks like I already left a line right. Whoops, that's not a line. So if we take the height there, come up here. If we break out around the 25th, that gives us a $100 AMC target. So that looks like a highly likely outcome. Triangle patterns, however, can also break to the downside. And that would give us a $14 target. I don't see us going that low, but if we do break to the downside, we can get into the astrology of what a recovery time outlook might look like. So let's jump into that in a second. What we want to see here is if we come back down again, we want to see a bounce around 54. Maybe if it comes faster than that, maybe 53 to 54 before ideally a break to the upside. We may retest the triangle and go up, or with the state of this stock, the volume, the excitement, as I think if we do see a breakout, we probably won't get a retest. It's hard to say, but yeah, look for that break to the upside by our June 24th target. So let's take a look at the astrology. That June 24th target, which is now tomorrow, but I give it till Friday as well, is the Venus opposition right here. And at the same time, we have the Sun approaching a Jupiter and Moon conjunction. And Moon is approaching a Venus conjunction going into Saturday. That's a shame it won't hit during market hours, because that can be usually, if we have this Venus opposite Venus, if we have a transit that we're targeting between two planets, when the Moon comes around and makes a contact to those planets, that can be like kind of an activation time for or like a pinnacle hourly indicator for when we would see the that price action really play out on a higher resolution time scale. So as far as this triangle here, whether it's going to break up or down, I'm giving AMC at least until that Venus opposition going into Friday and the weekend to see how that's going to play out. If we do make a move to the downside, which I'm not anticipating, but we always have to talk about all possibilities. I've looked ahead at the forecast for when we might see after a consolidation phase, another rally to a new high. And the first really promising point with multiple indicators lining up is we got Venus conjunct Jupiter, or Mercury rather conjunct Jupiter, which is good news about volume growth. At the same time, we get Venus opposite Neptune, which can be like a highly idealistic, barrier resistance dissolving, higher valuation. Barrier dissolving being Neptune, idealism being Neptune, value being Venus here. So, and that's July 22nd. So that would move our consolidation phase out to this area out here. What's really exciting though is if we do break to the upside, well, it's not letting me put something out there. we do break to the upside here, that probably means $100 is not going to be our bottom. We'll pop up to 100 if this triangle pattern plays out as we expect, and we'll get some consolidation up here, and then probably an even higher high late July. So it's an exciting time this weekend. Will indicate a lot about the total price action we may be able to expecting from AMC in the long run. And yeah, we also see at this time Neptune forming this square to Mercury and the Sun. It's all still looking really good. Whatever happens this weekend, whether we break to the upside or downside, AMC overall, astrologically, trend analysis is all looking great. If we do break to the upside, it's just going to mean even higher highs in the long run. So keep a lookout for that this weekend. And not financial advice, of course, as always, but give a like and subscribe if you found this video useful. And keep an eye out for our further updates on AMC as well as updates on other assets that we cover.